The holiday rush is upon us. We're not even through pumpkin patches and turkey time, and we're already stressing about the most wonderful time of the year. Lights, trees, gifts, chocolate, jingle bells, Christmas carols.
It can all be a little bit excessive. It's almost overwhelming. I mean, check this out. A giant advent calendar. Oh wait, that's right, Advent. It's its own whole season, one that often gets lost in the rush to Christmas, but have we stopped to think what we might be missing if we overlook it?
We have Advent calendars, Advent wreaths, Jesse trees, nativity sets.
So many traditions to guide us through Advent. There's a lot more to it than just the purple and pink candles that get lit each Sunday.
We talked to professors, priests, religious, and even people just like you and me to learn how we can reclaim the season of Advent to actually prepare for the coming of Christ and celebrate Christmas like never before. My name is Solenne, and you're about to discover how to Advent.
I'm gonna tell you a word, and you're gonna say the first word that pops into your head when I say this word. Advent.
Waiting.
Preparation.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Probably just Christmas, honestly.
Christmas. Hope.
Music.
Purgatory.
That's a good answer. Why do you think of purgatory?
Well, because purgatory is preparing you for heaven, and Advent is getting prepared to go to Jesus.
What do you know about Advent?
What do I know about Advent?
Well, I know that it's about 4 weeks. It's a season in our liturgical calendar.
It's a time of waiting.
Time of preparation.
It's mostly forgotten within society. Most people just celebrate Christmas during Advent.
I was just looking forward to Christmas. Just needed to get through this period of time.
It's supposed to be thoughtful and considered, and it's very hard, I think, in today's world to achieve.
Our culture jumps straight into Christmas without even giving us a chance to think about Advent. So what is Advent anyways?
To understand Advent, it's important we understand just the word itself. Advent comes from the Latin expression ad venire, which means to come, or adventus, which means coming, arrival, or approaching. And the coming we are referring to during Advent is the coming of Jesus Christ. Advent is the first season of the church's liturgical year. Well, you may be wondering, what is a liturgical year? Just like we have a civil calendar, the church has her own calendar called the liturgical calendar. This structuring is done around 5 seasons: Advent, Christmas, Lent, Easter, and ordinary time. This calendar is structured around the life of Jesus Christ and the mysteries of our salvation. Now, depending on the date or the day of the week on which Christmas falls, we could have shorter than 4 full weeks, but there are always 4 Sundays in the season of Advent. So basically, Advent is a season of hope. We prepare ourselves for the coming of Jesus Christ at Christmas.
Let's talk about Advent calendars. You have your classic chocolate Advent calendar, Lego Advent calendar, Bluey Advent calendar, fishing Advent calendar, so many Advent calendars. I mean, who doesn't like opening a little present every day? I know I do. Now technically, they usually just count down the days from December 1st to the 25th, and don't always track with the 4 weeks of Advent. But Advent calendars point us to some deeper realities. What can we learn from them?
How to Advent, Father Scott Bailey, Scene 1, Take 1.
It's interesting to notice that even in the secular culture, there's these echoes of the spiritual meaning of Advent already present in the culture. There's things like Advent calendars. You open it up and you get chocolate or, I don't know, makeup or whatever it is they might be selling those that year in the Advent calendars. There's still this sense of we need to prepare for this. Like Christmas is a big deal.
I think as children we have this sense, and it's very much targeted towards Christmas and all the gifts and the wrapping and all these exciting things. But the world, in a way, senses that there's more to it. There is a countdown. And there's something very human about that. And I think in our family, the Advent calendar really helps. There's some excitement about who gets to take the number off for that day as we count down. It marks that journey slowly but steadily towards Christmas.
Actually, this is one of my childhood memories of Advent. We would always get an Advent calendar, and at the beginning of Advent, I looked at all the closed doors, and it seemed like forever until Christmas got here. And I almost felt it as a physical pain, I can't handle to wait this long. But now that I'm older and reflect upon it, I realize that, well, this is good, this is proper that we feel this longing and almost this pain. This reminds us of how the chosen people had to wait many, many, many generations for the coming of the Messiah, and they had the same longing and desire finally to be redeemed.
The waiting for Advent, I think in our own souls, what would kind of ignite it is that, do you know, Christ is waiting for you. There's an invitation so that you can walk with Him. And it's like, I invite you to prepare for me. I invite you to see my coming as coming specifically to you. His birth is very personal, not only collectively, but it's just personal in the sense that He came to save each one of us personally.
You could say it's a preparation in two directions. We're preparing in one way for the birth of Jesus on Christmas, so it's kind of a looking backwards, you could say. It's also a preparation for Jesus' coming at the end of time. So we're looking forward with anticipation to Jesus' second coming. The season of Advent is very much tied into these themes of waiting and conversion of our own souls and learning how to build a deeper hope in God providing for us.
How are you waiting for Him? Well, how does He want you to wait for Him? We too are invited. Don't miss the invitation.
Advent really is about our preparation for Jesus' coming at Christmas, and also for His second coming at the end of time. That said, for me, I know I can easily get distracted from the whole point of waiting during Advent as I go about my Christmas shopping and decorating the house, baking cookies, listening to Christmas music. It's almost like I go straight to the merry and bright celebration part and skip over the whole Advent preparation part. But if we do that, we might miss the way God wants to work in us through the waiting. So how can we approach the season of Advent with more purpose this year?
Here you go. Father, you ready?
So the Advent season is just that. It's a season in and of itself. It's something that the majority of the world doesn't recognize. And so we go from seeing pumpkins and Halloween decorations to hearing jingle bells and Christmas trees as we go out shopping. But the church teaches us that the Christmas season doesn't begin until December 25th. Imagine a family getting ready to welcome the birth of a new child. Imagine a couple getting ready for a wedding feast. If they said, well, look, we're not really doing anything to get ready, we're just kind of waiting for the date to get here, it would seem kind of foolish. And so Advent is not just a countdown, it's actually a time of spiritual preparation and training for us.
So while the rest of the culture might be already diving into Christmas, and it's a moneymaker for a lot of businesses, and I'm sure that our hearts are just ready to experience the joy that comes with Christmas, the church is really challenging us to slow down, make it a season of preparation.
I think every family has to probably very consciously choose to live differently, to not try to just follow the culture in every way in this respect. And we can slow down and be more intentional. So for example, one thing I like to do is to get all the Christmas gifts, or as many as I can, before Advent starts. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are really amazing, and that's right before Advent starts. And so I try to do most of the shopping then, so I don't have to spend all of Advent thinking about Christmas gifts anymore. And that's a huge load off my mind because, with several children in the house, you want to give them meaningful gifts and beautiful gifts and make them happy, but it can become all-consuming.
In the monastery, we sing no Christmas carols till Christmas. We sing Advent songs. We also have a real sense of quiet in the house. Advent is a greater time of silence for us. And it helps to create an atmosphere on the tinge of waiting.
The more that we can invest in Advent, it's not opposed to Christmas. It actually almost reinserts, the meaning of Christmas into the season of Advent. When we delay some of these Christmas songs or try to keep our minds away from Christmas shopping, obviously it's not because these are bad things. They're tremendous things, and we can kind of enjoy them more when they're in their proper place.
Yeah, and that's what I love so much about the church. She gives us seasons of feasting and seasons of fasting, and the seasons of fasting like Lent and Advent in a smaller, lesser way, they're there to prepare our hearts so that we can fully celebrate these great mysteries and have a much deeper joy and a more lasting joy. It's just such a joyful time because we have tried to truly prepare for it.
So I think starting with what's essential, and that is to reflect on the meaning of Advent, to take a little moment in the day to foster personal prayer, to remember what the season is about, because it's that core that will inform the changes that, the customs that you might add into your life. When sometimes people ask us what we'll do for Advent, and we might rattle off a list of a whole bunch of things, and when I hear that list, I'm almost overwhelmed. We didn't start with nearly as many things. We were just figuring it out. But after a few years, I think, we found, and I think you'll find, that there's a beautiful collection of prayers and little traditions that really help you and your family enter into the season of Advent.
Advent calendars are often where we start, but they're really just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Advent traditions. As we enter into this season of waiting, the church gives us some devotions and practices particular to Advent that can help us prepare for a deeper experience of Christ's coming at Christmas. In the next episodes, we'll dive into 3 of these traditions: the Advent wreath, the Jesse tree, and the nativity scene, to unpack their real meanings and reclaim the spirit of Advent. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of How to Advent. I hope you enjoyed exploring and reflecting on all these Advent traditions with our amazing spiritual directors and professors. If you want to watch the rest of How to Advent or are looking for more Catholic content to guide you through this season of Advent and Christmas, you should check out Formed, the Catholic streaming service from the Augustine Institute. We have some great series to help you enrich your experience of this season, like Rooted, a daily Advent reflection series rediscovering the Jesse tree with Dr. Scott Hefelfinger, and The True Meaning of Christmas, a deep dive into the Christmas story and traditions of this season with Dr. Michael Barber. You can join us on Formed with your parish's subscription or start your free trial today. There's so much more content to explore for you and the whole family, so you can check it out at the link below. Thanks so much for watching.